Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Learning LeetCode With Me series part. In this video, we are going to solve a LeetCode problem. So before getting into the problem, let us know what is LeetCode. LeetCode is a platform widely used for improving your coding knowledge and your logical thinking. So the most of the companies are using LeetCode problem as their technical role. Nowadays, LeetCode is becoming a crucial part when it comes to the coding knowledge. So let's get into the topic. The sum that we are going to solve today is 2 sum. Each LeetCode sum will have a description. Through the description, we can understand what is the problem, and also they will provide you an example so that you can understand what are the things that we need to return as output. So, in the 2 sum description, we can understand they will provide you a 2 inputs. One is array of integers in the nums variable and a single integer in the target variable. So we have to find a two number such that they add up to the target and return the indexes of the two number. The index is nothing but a portion of the numbers. So in this problem they have a simple rule, that is to you may not use the same element twice. Just like if they provide an example like 1, 2, 3, 4 as an input and the target value as a number 4. So we may assume that there is a two possible solution, that is 3, 1 and 2, 2. But as for the rule of this LeetCode, we may not use the same element twice. That's why we are cutting this 2, 2 and using the 3, 1. This is how the problem works. So let's understand the logic first. As I mentioned before, they will provide you two inputs, that is nums and target. In nums, they will provide an array of integers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. We can use the target value as 4. So we need to find two possible numbers such that they add up to the target value. That is like there will be two numbers added up to target value. If we find this pair means we can return the indexes of the numbers. The possible solutions are like 2 plus 2 and 3 plus 1. But both will return the output as 4. They mention there will be only exactly one solution. You may assume both of the solutions are valid, but here we are using the same element twice. As I mentioned before, there is a rule in this statement. The rule is to don't use the same element twice. So this solution is not a valid one. So we can return these as our solution. But as I mentioned before, you don't have to return the integer value as the output. You need to return the output as an index value. The index value is nothing but a portion of these numbers. Portion is like, it's always start from the 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. So we need to return the indexes of these integers, that is 0 and 1. So this is the valid output. So we can get into the code now. So now we understand the logic. Let's see how it can be done in the code. So for iterating this number, we can use the for loop. For I in range, we can have two for loops. I for loop for the taking first numbers and j for loop for taking the second numbers. So for the I for loop, it ends until the number run out. So we can mention it as len of nums. This len of nums represents the length of this number. So the length of the numbers here is 1, 2, 3, 4. Totally count as 4. So it will automatically replace as 4. Why we are using this? Because if I mention the 4 here means if the len of the numbers change, the loop will stop at the 4th index. If the number given is 5 and 6, 7 means it will automatically stop before the 5 and 6. So we are changing this len of nums, it will automatically change to the according to the length of the numbers. It will change dynamically to the length of the numbers. That's why we are using the len of nums here. This is the for I loop for taking the first number. The next loop is for j in range. It will start from the I plus 1. Why? Because if the both of the index take the same number, that shouldn't be valid. As I told before, if the for I in loops takes the number 1 and j in range also takes the number 1, if the both values are same, that's not a valid. That's why we are choosing the next value, that is I plus 1. It automatically takes the next value of the I. So it will also end at the len of nums. So how it would work like, if the I takes the first value, that is from 0th index, number 1, the j will take the first index, that is number 2. After that, we need to check if it is equal to the number 4. If it is not, again the j loop will again run, not the I loop. The number will be same. The j loop takes the next index number, that is 3. Check it is equal to 4. If it is equal to the 4, we have to return the index. Like this, these two loops works. For the comparison, we can use the if nums of I plus nums of j is equal to target. Here we can substitute the real values. As I mentioned before, the loop will automatically start at the 0th index. So I will start at the 0th index and j will start at the first index. For the 0th index, we have the value as 1. Nums of I is equal to 0. So nums of 0 is equal to 1. And the nums of the j is 1. So nums of 1 is 2. If 1 plus 2 equal to, we already have the target value, which is a 4. If 1 plus 2, that is 3, is equal to 4, we can return. But it is not. Then again the j loop will run. J will go to the next index, that is 2. The I remains same. The j will take the second index value, that is 3. So it will check 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. Yes, it is the valid solution. So it will automatically return not the integer that we took, the index value. Return the I, j. Nums of I means the value and I indicates the index value. So we will return the indexes of this, that is 0, 3. This is how we return the output.